Hey lovelies, here we are back again in Tebby Tekkit with Mechanism 101. This is our fabulous spread so far. Hitman with knowledge, supposedly. He's not completely owning it.
Oh.
And then thermal stuff. I don't know. Not thermal expansion, but thermal thing.
Mechanism.
Thermal generator and then a thing. But look, my old school has emptied all of it.
Yay! Your old school is still using Mechanism though.
It's still using the Mechanism tanks for sure. Just because I don't feel like building a ton of pipes to go all the way across to put this stuff in here. So what did I ask for last time?
Thermal expansion tanks, don't they? They look
good.
just like
some other mod had portable tanks, and I don't remember what it was.
thermal expansion, wasn't it? Pretty sure.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, you expressed an interest in making steel.
Uh-huh.
And okay.
I broke the floor.
You're bailing out. I said steel, and then you disappeared. Like,
my Matic digs too. My Matic digs too fast.
Okay, whoops, I had that in there. Alright, DOS, I have a mission for you. We need the cabling. Oh my gosh, what the heck's the cabling called? I gotta look at, I gotta cheat and look. Basic universal cable. I need you to make me a couple of those. Can you do it? Question.
Well, they're not in my table, so I will be actually making it.
Hey,
basic universal cable. Huh? Oh, wow. That's not too bad, except for the need for steel.
I like the need for speed.
Or refined iron, which I can make. Except I don't have another pig iron oil. Or
what? Sorry, what did you need?
Steel or refined iron.
Oh, really? For basic universal cable? It's steel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's steel or refined iron. Neither of which have...
Okay, so...
So you said you were going to teach me steel this time, so that's what we're going to have to do.
Okay, so... I'm going to cheat. Because I'll show you in a minute why.
Can't we just move the heat generator from one to the next? Or...
We could, and then we could use one, but I was looking to chain them together. There we go.
See, is that what the universal was for? That you were hoping?
Yes, that was for making this, yep. Okay, so we're going to make some steel. So the first thing is, with two metallurgical infusers, if you open the one on the left, you can look at side config, and you click on that.
Right.
Right? So what you want is you see how...
Coal and iron. Yes?
It says here, have you opened the items config on the left one?
No, I was in the NEI figuring out how to make steel.
Okay.
Which is what you're trying to teach me, but I'm like, you asked me to make universal cables, I'm still trying to make them.
No, you don't need to. Okay, so click on the one on the left, right click it, and go to side config.
That's transport. And then side, you want to...
Okay, you see where it says items config, and it says eject off? You see all that?
Yeah.
Okay, you see below it, it's a cube that's been exploded.
Uh-huh. I'm assuming the blue is the side?
Yes. So what we can do there is so you can change that to whatever color you want. All right, so blue is fine. Now we can, if you click on the auto eject, you turn it on. All right, so now we go to the back arrow, and then we go to transporter config. This is where you can turn, you make it dark blue. See, whoops, I just did that anyway. But so now it will say, okay, this is input. Okay. Never mind me. Oh my god, click on that. Going crazy. So once you click them, you can't get rid of them. Are you changing the one on the right?
Yeah.
Okay, you want that dark blue.
Oh, you do want that dark blue?
Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. My. So the output's dark blue, and then the side config is output dark blue.
On the right. Okay.
Is set to auto eject and strict inputs off. So then this one, we got to go to strict input. The input's going to be this dark blue to match the other one.
Well, on this one, when you open the item config, it shows the red box on the left. That'll be the input.
Oh, okay.
So when you go to the transport config, you can just put exactly what you're doing there and make that red.
So this input is dark red, and then this one needs to be red. Why do we have it in two separate sections?
You don't have to. It's I like to just make sure it says you only take from there.
Oh, okay. So now
you don't really have to. I was just kind of showing that you can configure it. So now what'll happen is I'm gonna put half a stack of coal in each one.
Okay.
See how it just gobbled it up there on the left one? Now if you look in the right one, and we put it in there. Okay. So now what we want to do is we need to, if you look in the, when you open the left-hand metallurgical infuser, if you click that arrow, or the arrow in the center there, the recipes, you can see all the recipes there. So we're looking for the one that makes steel. So if you keep clicking through, what page is that?
We need enriched iron, but enriched iron is charcoal or whatever coal and iron.
Yeah. So that's on page 11, and it shows to use an iron ingot with the coal of some sort.
Do you want me to just shove all my iron in here?
I do 32 of them.
Okay.
Alright, so now what it's going to do, when you watch in the next, open the right-hand one, you'll see it'll come in, and then it'll start. See, now it's using the carbon, because whether you put coal or charcoal or whatever, it makes carbon inside the infuser when you mouse over on the left. Boom, there you go, it made steel dust.
And then that needs to be cooked down, probably in a third one of these.
Right. So
unless you just wanted to let it work. I mean, if you do your numbers right, I can see why you'd want to chain them, just to keep the carbon up, because having to change this out just to cook the steel and not have it infuse more carbon in would be really annoying. So, how do you make a metallurgic infuser? You made it last time.
NEI. Yeah, it's just in the NEI. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, that is.
So the next thing we'll want is an energized smelter. So do you want to make an energized smelter?
Okay, you making it or me?
You go ahead.
Energized smelter.
That's made, the steel casings, we'll be using a lot of those.
Not a smelting factory? There it is.
No. The smelting factory is actually, the factories are when you put multiple
Hitman, I used all the control circuits to make tanks.
Okay, so the first smelter is still going.
Well, we still need the steel casing and the osmium to be able to get it done.
Do I have? I'm just checking my pockets to see if I have a spare. No, I got a heat generator. Oh, I've got a spare energized smelter. I'll just give you.
What?
Let's just pretend you made it. I know you didn't actually make it, but you've already seen how to make it, right? Is that correct?
Yeah. Well, wait. So if I need an energized smelter to make steel, but I need steel casing to make it.
Nope. So you can cook that steel dust in a regular furnace, like a vanilla Minecraft furnace.
Oh, okay.
So that's it was just I'm kind of skipping a few things here. I mean, so yeah, you would then take the steel dust and make it into steel ingots in just a regular old furnace, which we can do if you want, just to show how it's done.
Or I could use the Philosopher's Stone and that, which means it would definitely use a regular oven.
There you go.
And then I would set this here. And then set the blue as output. Turn on the eject. Access this and do its side. I want its input. Yeah, dark blue for input.
Nope, sounds like there's something in the smelter.
But I say, sounds like it's just taking it.
Well, it had power because I had, these machines keep their power, so here, I'll just plop that down there. I'm just going to keep the power going here for you.
Oh, so I could have made this universal cable since it uses steel, because I could cook the steel without.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's not too terrible.
When you're just
what's the point of using? What's the better point of using an energized smelter over using a regular furnace?
It uses electricity, and then you don't have to keep loading it with coal.
Oh, okay.
But now you're looking at, well, I still have to load these with coal. Like,
Yeah, but you're not doing that. You're not loading them with coal. You're loading them with carbon.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big difference.
Stand over here. That smelter has such a high pitch.
I know. That's why I'm like, I'm gonna go over here and take this apart while it's doing.
All right, so it's cooking those. So that dust. Why didn't the dust automatically go in there? Oh, just. Why isn't it going in there? Oh, okay. You haven't got the output set up on it, so you'll be able to set up the one in the middle here, this metallurgic infuser. You'll be able to tell it to output to there.
I thought I did,
got a piece of this.
But I didn't set it right, apparently.
There you go. We're out of coal there, so I'll have to... coal. I'll get another... Let's try a block of coal. There we go. That'll keep you busy a while. Okay, so you can set up the middle one to automatically dump to the energized smelter, and what you've essentially done here, you could put, I don't know how you would distribute coal to the metallurgic infusers. Well, the best way of doing that, I mean, you could use hoppers, you could use just when you throw in the iron, you throw in the coal at the same time, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're using just regular coal, you want to have it 1-to-1 with the iron here, and the same with here. So for instance, if you put in a stack of iron ingots in this one over on the left,
yeah,
then you would put in a stack of coal with it, and then you would put a stack of coal in this one, and then so at the end of it all, you'll have a stack of steel ingots come out of this, and it'll use 2 stacks of iron, or I mean 2 stacks of coal. So the iron to steel, the iron ingot to steel ingot is 1-to-1, but it takes essentially 2 coal to make that 1 steel. 2 coal and 1 iron ingot. You get that?
Ish. If I sat down to do the math, I would.
Yeah, it's pretty easy math. But you're probably configuring it to output, aren't you?
Trying to.
That's a pretty neat animation. I like the front of this. And obviously, this little heat generator is not keeping up with the energy usage. Do I have? No, I don't have any upgrades in there.
There it goes.
Oh my gosh, that's so loud.
Did it! All right, I'm going over here. I'm letting those cook.
I'll be over here. So
over there, dying of the noise.
Well, you don't want to build your mechanism shop in your house because it's going to drive you batty. But you can.
No wonder Brute put all this stuff in the basement.
Okay, it looks like it is the last of the steel has gone through and is being cooked in the smelter now. So once these fill up, the smelter speed is going to go up as it gets more juice. Okay, that one's full. That one's full. There you go. Now it's building up. Okay. What's our next thing we want to do, DOS? We've got steel. And you're over here building.
I was letting the thing run.
It's okay. Alright, so we've got our steel. Now the next thing to learn is how to make... Is it
just the coke oven that needs the lava in the middle? I mean, not the coke oven. Is it just the...
it's hollow.
Which one's benefited from having lava in the middle?
I assume that'd be blast furnace, maybe. I don't know. It's been a long time since I made one of those blast furnace.
Okay.
But yeah, there's your coke oven done. We'll just stand here and watch DOS burst in the flames here in a minute. I saw DOS burning down the house.
Quiet you.
No, you don't want... Yeah. So the trick is going to be trying to get the fire in there without getting the fire all over DOS. So I put fire in the first one, and then put this. You know what? You know how to do it. I don't know why I'm telling you. Put fire in the center one already. Oh, I see fire jumping around. Jump around. Jump around.
Everybody jump around.
Do you get fire in the middle yet?
1 fire.
We're watching.
2 fire.
Now you want to see something really funny? What's this?
Don't you dare.
Take that, Lance mod. Okay, I'm going back over here. That should be done by now. Nope, still going. 3 left. Hey, it's quiet now.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, so still has. All right, now we're using block of coal for the heat generator, so it's gonna last a while. And your last bit of steel dust is almost finished. Okay, so what we did with the coal there, mixing it with the iron, you do the same thing using redstone instead of carbon.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually we'll have a compressor, so you can compress the coal or the redstone into these compressed sticks that really boost the amount you get out of them. Can't remember how much it was. Oh, should be able to tell that pretty easily. NEI, where are you, my friend? Carbon stick. There we are. Compressed carbon. It's done in the enrichment chamber, which we're going to be building next anyway. Or I should be saying.
That was fast.
You're going to be building next.
Oh, me?
Mm-hmm.
What did I do?
What did I do to deserve this, she says.
Pretty much.
Okay, so we want an enrichment chamber. So,
okay.
Let's see. The chamber.
The chamber.
Enrichment chamber. That's
All
steel
right,
casings again, so you're going to need some of the steel. You're going to need 2 of the basic control circuits.
Basically,
So
I should just keep making steel, huh?
Nope. We actually need this.
It's empty now. Oh, I do have some steel.
Here you go. What I'm making right now is using the redstone and the osmium to make the control circuits, which you've already done. That's why I was doing it. See, and you notice it didn't pull it out of here and just dump it in the other one because it's smart and says it doesn't want it.
Yeah, it won't take it in the input, so it has nowhere to put it.
That's right. So there's your 2 control circuits in the leftmost metallurgic and infuser.
What am I making again?
You are making an enrichment chamber.
An enrichment chamber. Wonderful. Oh, yeah, wait. Yeah.
It's a simple machine used to enrich ores into 2 of their dust counterparts, as well as perform many other operations. Many operations.
Redstone and iron. Okay, and do... You want 1 or 2?
Just 1. You'll be using those parts for other things. And you can plop it down next to the energized smelter. Looking on my other screen, I've got the flow chart for the ore processing. So initially, what we use is you know what? I'm just gonna wait till you built that because I don't want to confuse you by talking while you're trying to think.
Keyword trying.
Don't mean. Oh, this mod is so excellent.
Alright, 1 enrichment chamber. Where you want it?
You can just plop it down next to the smelter.
Since we can make things go backwards. Enrichment chamber seems to have the same thing.
We'll probably rip all this out and rearrange it, which is another benefit of these Mekanism machines. Is now you put power in them, you don't lose that power when you move them. It keeps it. So it's nice for moving things around. The only power you lose. Well, I don't know if it actually has power in the cables or not.
Oh wow, biofuel, delicious. Weren't you running on biofuel and bogged down your system over there?
I don't recall. Yeah, I think so. Was that the little brown blobs?
Yeah, brown and green blobs.
Okay, so your first we'll call it your tier 1. No, is it tier 1? Tier 0 of refining would be you go out mining, you come back here, and you've got a handful of iron ore, and you throw it in the energized smelter, and it gives you, 1 ingot per block.
Yeah, 1 to 1. That's why I kind of like the macerator and all that with IC2. It at least doubles.
We go much higher than that. We go more than double.
I remember Brew talking about it. Ridiculously amounts of increasing.
Okay, so what this next tier that we're doing now, which is tier 1, is about the same as using thermal expansion's pulverizer or IC2's macerator to make the dust, and then you get two ingots once you cook it up instead of 1.
Right.
So tier 1 is going to be let me see here. Oh, by the way, these heat generators, you know how we've been loading that up with stuff in it? You can put one of these heat generators in lava, and it will produce heat from that and forever.
Why haven't we put it in lava then?
Because I forgot you could do that, but I see it in the picture here on my other screen. But we can do that. So we'll get to that. Not right now. Okay, so on this tier, what we do is we let me see here. You put the ore. Oh, look at this. I have some copper ore. So let's get 1 ore and put it into the enrichment chamber.
1 ore, please.
Okay, I threw it in there. It's a copper ore from IC2. And wait, and you wait, and you wait. And there you go, 2 dust. So then you would take those 2 dust and stick them in the energized smelter over here. Whoops. Oh, what's it doing? It's cooking something up. Oh, it must have been 1 more steel ingot. Unless you put something in there. Where did you go?
I didn't.
Where the heck are you back over there again? My gosh, this pupil needs a beating. Okay, so we got 2 copper ingots out of this. I put 1 ore in the enrichment chamber, and that acts like a pulverizer. It makes 2 dust, and then you cook up the dust in the energized smelter. So that's tier 1. Are you ready to make some more machines?
I am.
Great. I'm gonna start swinging. I'm gonna.
Hey, I said I was gonna move everything. Let me move things.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna make some control circuits here so that when we need them, we got them.
Okay. I'm done. Right. I'm coming over here now. I've moved everything.
I don't believe it for a minute.
Hush up, Mr. Red Armor.
Mr. Red Armor. Why did it feel like somebody smacked me? Okay, you need to put 8 iron ingots in this leftmost infuser.
Iron?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I had a bunch. Oh. Okay, and that's going to make 8 circuits. Okay, so we'll let it go. Oh, what's it doing?
The iron doesn't make... The iron doesn't make circuits. Osmium makes circuits.
Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm putting... that's right. Okay, you did it.
That's what I was about to put in there at first, and I'm like, no. So now we've got yet more enriched out of the way.
That's okay, we'll be using lots of that soon enough. Making cables, and making machines, lots of stuff. Okay, so the next one you're going to make is a crusher. A crusher.
Crusher run. Okay.
Did you make one?
Working on it.
Okie dokie. Oops, not there. Over here. Nom 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 nom. Okay, so you're making a crusher, and I've got the parts for a purification chamber. Oh, we need another enrichment chamber as well.
Why? We've already got one.
Because you, to make the purification chamber, in the recipe you need an enrichment chamber, and they don't do the same thing, so you need both machines. That just means we need the
automation tricks. I needed that.
Did you? Okay, here you go.
I was just a little slow to go get it.
I was just nervous. Yeah, I'm nervous around you here. She's crazy with the lava buckets.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we all know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
This one's, I mean, aside from the amount of crud you need to make it, it's not too terrible.
Easy.
I mean, it's not like the freaking stacks you need to get of iron and stuff to get anything made in IC2.
And then, sorry, I'm just making the parts we're gonna need soon enough here. There. Right, so it's making more circuits and more this stuff. So I'm gonna dump this stuff at you here. And there it is. Okay, so you made a crusher, so you need to make a purification chamber. So first up, you'll need to make a smelter, energized smelter, and then it's used to make the chamber.
Okay, now we're getting into the tiers of stuff where it's like, seriously, I have to make all this crap just to make a thing.
Yeah.
What's my final goal again?
You are trying to make an purification chamber.
Okay, well I've got those. Oh, advanced circuits. Okay, I'll get there.
Oh, did I tell you energized smelter? I meant to say you need to make another enrichment chamber.
No, you told me to make a purification chamber.
Right, that's right. Okay, good. Oh my.
You told me to make a purification chamber. That's what I'm trying to make.
I'd make up my mind, except I don't want to. It's no fun. No fun having made up mind. Okay.
It's better to leave it unmade sometimes.
Crusher.
It's like a bed. You gotta let it air out. Alright, one enrichment chamber. I need an advanced circuit. Okay, that's not too bad. Except I'm not going to have enough for everything. But that's okay. I can make more. Nope. Okay, that's those upgraded. You already made more of those because you know what you're doing.
Well, tier 2 is significantly more complicated than tier 1, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, I remember yelling about that with IC2, so it happens. Plunk.
Okay, so we're going to need multiple things for this. So this is where we get to the point where we just we rip it all apart and redesign.
Okay, because things are flowing everywhere. Can we make some item ducts or whatever they're called?
You'll want basic universal cables. So I'll basically throw this stuff at you.
Well, how do you move the items around?
Okay, I'm working on it. Just wait.
No, I mean, I need a word because it's not a universal anything. They are mechanical pipes.
Mechanical pipe is for fluid. Basic universal cable is for energy.
And the transporters are
logistical
for items?
Transporter. Yeah, logistical transporter. Yep.
Okay, so we need a logistical. Do you want me to make some?
Sure. Just make a handful of each. I'll get more of these. Do you want me to put more circuits on and more of the alloy on? Did you?
I was just turning around to do that.
Okay, I'll do that. Well, you're kind of focused on this. All right, and let's here. How many did I put in there? 16, I believe. All right, I got 16 of each going now. Steel. Did you get enough steel?
I only have 4 pieces left.
Here's some more.
That would make like 16 pipes, but...
Should have lots.
So what do you want? Fluid? Oh, we do need fluid because this whole system is going to do... Okay, well how do I do fluid? A bucket. Okay, that's easy.
Yep, you gotta love it when they're easy.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't come along often.
Really can't complain about that.
Just dirt along here in my inventory trying to keep up. Okay, coal. Alright, so one trick here with the purification chamber, or is it the enrichment chamber? Is this the one? Oh yeah, okay. So I put a piece of coal in the enrichment chamber, and it's now compressed. Is that how you enrich it? I think so. Yeah, makes compressed carbon. Like this. I just threw it on the ground in front of you. So
it looks
one
like
coal
making
became
the... It looks like making the plates for the nano armor.
It looks like it, but
it's probably the same thing. I mean, it's what, carbon dust made into carbon fiber type and compressed.
On house. So you can do the same thing with redstone. There's a redstone in the one right under you now.
Well, wait a minute. I've got the yawns. What would one do with that?
So when you add it to the metallurgical infuser, instead of it giving you 10 units, it gives you more, but I can't remember how much. So we'll throw that redstone stick in this one here on the end as soon as it's done. What it's doing here.
What's a redstone stick look like?
It's in this enrichment chamber now.
Oh, okay.
So what we've done is
it looks like a stick of gum.
It looks delicious.
Big red.
So
delicious.
So as soon as it's running this last one through here now, because I can't remember the amount you get out of it. Okay, so why don't you throw that here in the end one here.
What, you want me to put the compressed one in there?
Yep, put the compressed red one in this here. Yeah, see, that gave you 100, so it basically makes 1 redstone into 10 redstone, or 1 coal into 10 coal.
I was thinking that it took 10 redstone to make the stick.
Nope. It uses 1 redstone, so it basically it refines.
It's your redstone duplicator.
That's right. So now you could do. We can put like 10. Let's put 10 osmium in there. There we go. That'll make some more circuits. Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty neat. You can put a stack in here, a stack of redstone in this one, in the enrichment chamber, and then you'll get effectively 10 stacks of redstone out of it.
That's ridiculous.
Well, you go through a lot of redstone and coal, and if you didn't have this, it would not be sustainable, I don't think. Not still be able to get somewhere in the game.
Yeah, that's true. I'm feeling that vibe very much with... I need how much iron for this? Because let me just go look. What? Let's look at industrial craft right fast. Just the machines. Wow, there's a replicator. Never got that far. Okay, so we got generators. The generators, the iron plates, and the iron plates is... yeah. Geothermal generators and these, and yeah, no. I think it was just the level of things you had to make. I need flat things and plates and covers and yeah. Yeah. Can this plug into the top?
I don't think so. I think
it can't output power to the top?
I think it's only in this phase. the top, what you would put on it is lava.
I was thinking about putting it in lava.
Well, you would basically put lava on 4 sides of it. Like
Can I just like set it on top of lava?
Yeah, but yeah, you could do that, sure. The more you put around it, the more it'll produce. I can't remember if you also need water on it. I don't recall.
That sounds like it would be a steam thing.
Yeah. I can't. Yeah, brain can't remember. Sorry, brain. I know we will need for this tier 2. We're going to need oxygen. So you use oxygen and ore, and you put it in the purification chamber. See, it takes yeah. So it takes oxygen and makes the you know what? We're gonna show you next episode. We are out of time.
Really? We've been faffing around on the machines this long?
No, I have. You were faffing around over in the...
Hey, no. I built most of these. I built most of these, and I moved the stuff. I'm gonna go stand in the corner.
Okay, I'll stand in this corner.
You through?
How
okay,
you doing over there? All right. All right. So next episode, we'll show you how to set up the tier 2, and then you can throw some ore in and process it. Does that sound exciting?
Sure.
By the way, so our current setup here, where we use the smelter, and it makes the not the smelter, the enrichment chamber, and it makes the 2 dust. So that's ore doubling. This next tier 2, is tripling. So we're gonna get 3 metal for every ore, and it's not much more of a setup. It's a pretty good, cheap way to get started making 3 times as much metal from your ore. And honestly, early on, that's pretty darn good, getting triple your ore. Okay.
It's more fun than just gonna moonwalk away.
I was trying to help.
No, it's fine. I apparently decided to auto-walk away, which resulted in moonwalking into the distance.
I was wondering, it's like, they'll just walk away, back away. I thought I must have scared you.
No, that's... I don't know what's up with it. I got gremlins, so I just kind of auto-walk in places.
Never mind. That was my...
Usually in a straight line, and I can't turn my head, and you stole my diamond chest.
Yeah, you can have it back. Okay, I'll give it back to you, but you have to... Alright, you have to start your outro now.
Ew. Excuse me.
Ow! Ow! You hit me with a pickaxe, okay? I'm sorry. Start your outro whenever you want. I'm just gonna stand over here.
You pull out the pickaxe, and you're gonna step right in front of me after I've said, ew, I don't like that there.
No, should we?
Oh, my heart. I love it. Alright. So now I guess we're gonna move on to this.
We're coming up on 40 minutes. You gotta stop.
Well, that's about how long our things are. What are we doing next time?
Next time we are setting up a tier 2 mechanism, tier 2 ore processing.
Well, I guess then that logically means we're gonna do tier 3 and then tier 4, huh?
Tier 3 is a pretty big operation to get set up.
Okay, well, later on we'll break it down into more checklists. How about that?
That sounds excellent. Alright. You didn't put tier 1 on there and then check it off.
Wait.
See, when I make lists, I always put stuff on I've already done, so at least I can start off with some check marks.
So does every one of your lists start off with make a list for this so you can mark it off?
Well, yeah.
It feels fantastic to be able to mark things off of your list. I'm not gonna lie, I missed an opportunity, but again, you were rushing me.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I hear that.
Anybody else want to see anything? Let us know. Any other mods in this thing that we've been ignoring because we don't know what it is? Like, we're gonna have to get Gray in here to teach us mariculture. Either that or flail around and figure it out ourselves. Alright, otherwise, that's all I got. I'm gonna go over here and toast my tootsies over here, because it's nice and warm.
Okay. Here, I'll dump some lava right there.
Nah.
Was that your outro? That was a pretty long one.
Yep, y'all take it easy.
And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.